Hello everybody, I'm going to show you I'm going to walk you through designing a zine with the template that you can download from Canvas. We're using Photoshop. You'll notice that the template is a PSD, and when you open it up, it will look like this. So the first thing that you'll kind of notice is that you have this guide on here to show you where the pages are and what the page spreads will be. So, or like what they'll be once you fold the zine, once you print it. So you can see the back and front cover here, the first and second page, third and fourth, fifth and sixth. These are what you would call spreads. 2 pages together equals spread. So if I use the word spread, you'll know that I mean 2 pages that are facing each other when the book is folded. So now that I can see like where the pages are, I can easily come over to my layers panel over here, and I can turn this layer off whenever I want it. And you'll see we still have the guides in there, or whenever I don't want this page 1 and page 2 on there, because we don't want to print the page numbers. So make sure that you turn this off before printing. So I'm just doing this, turning it on and off to use as a guide to see like what page is which. And then you'll see that we have these blue guides on here to kind of keep us in the restraints of those pages and spreads. These blue guides will not print when you save it as a PDF or whatever you want to save it as to print it. But they are just there to like guide us in the pages. So I've saved all of my images that I want to make for this zine in a folder just so I have easy access. Your process might be, take the photos, edit the photos. You'll need at least 6 for this assignment. And then save them into a folder. And then once all of your edited images are in a folder, you can lay out your zine. So I'm gonna leave my back and front cover alone, and I kind of know what I want maybe my last spread to look like. I have all of these images that I've taken of windows, so I'm going to pull one of these images in, and you'll notice it's probably a huge image, right? Because you took it with either your phone or your camera. So when you bring the image onto the template, it's going to give you a way to resize it. You might need to hold down Shift if your Photoshop starts making it like distorted like this. You don't want to make your image distorted. So I just did. If you do something that you want to undo, you can always go up to File or Edit Undo, or you can hit Command Z if you're on a Mac. But I'm going to resize this to the size of a spread down here. And if it goes a little bigger, that's okay. I can let it be cropped off by that page. You might want to go and crop an image how you want before you bring it over to your template. And then once I have it sized how I want, I can just hit enter or return. And now this is a full spread, right? It is 2 facing pages once the book is folded. So I know that I want that image to be there. Another thing you should notice is that you can always move this around so you can kind of see what pages are which. But because we're using a folded 1-page zine, these pages are actually going to be upside down. So if you have trouble kind of working upside down, you can always go up to your menu bar up here and image rotation, and you can do 180. And now you can start kind of seeing what these spreads look like. I'm going to bring in another image. I have these two Polaroids that I would like to use. So my zine's topic is windows. I have a lot of images of windows just from like my travels. But you will need to think of a topic for your zine and design around that. And remember, you need at least 6 images. Zines can really be about anything. That's what makes them so cool and like unique and exciting, along with just being able to like hold and have this like personal moment with artwork. I'm going to use this window, I think. And I'm really thinking about how I'm moving through this this book, right? I'm thinking about what pages are next to each other and how the images are going to look next to each other, and if there will be, it's kind of like a song, right? There's like this flow of images. Do these things, lead into one another well? So I'm gonna bring my template up here, and I can always turn down this opacity to kind of like figure out my flow of things, right? These will be my last pages before the back cover. This is my first page. This is page 3 and 4. So I'm starting to make a flow of how I want my story to go with these images. I'm starting out with these Polaroids. The next page 3 and 4 are going to be, another way I've photographed a window. And then my last pages are going to be this like big spread. So the way that I'm thinking about my flow is like I'm starting kind of small and then I'm going into this last really big spread. So I'm going to turn my pages off again. I'm going to bring in this image. And you can play around with where you want these to be placed on this, on your page, right? These are individual pages. So I think I'm going to keep it centered. I'm just thinking about the flow and like where the eye will go. And once I get everything laid out, I might play around with my layout a little bit more, but I am thinking about sequencing and how the flow of the zine will go. This is the same photo, but it's from some of my personal artwork. So I'm just kind of showing the different ways that I've photographed like these same windows from the same place. And Photoshop has these guides. You'll see like a pink line coming up every now and again. It tells you that it's centered on the page or centered with other artwork. And now that I have this laid out, I think I'm going to go back to my other spread. So I'm going to go up to image, rotation, and I'm going to, I think, add another image here. And I'm just clicking and dragging those onto my spread here. And then come back to this. I kind of like the idea of having these images lay on top of one another. So if you ever lay down an image that you want to resize, you can hit Command T, which is transform. I'm wanting to make the windows kind of the same size here. Hmm. I think I feel more comfortable with it fitting like just inside. That way I'm like leading into the bigger images. I'm noticing now that this Polaroid is just a little bit bigger than this Polaroid, so I'm gonna hit Command T again and make it just a little bit smaller and make sure it's centered on the page or centered with this Polaroid. And hit enter. I'm gonna go ahead and do 180 again so I can work on this. I don't really like these images on top of one another, so I might end up using this as my cover. I kind of like that it is just folded and kind of weird. And if you like fold it, if it's folded on the cover, it might make for like a cool effect. So I'm gonna hit enter. You can see here, if I drag this layer on top, I can see that these are my covers. That's page 5 and 6. Just so everything is all in the sequence I want. Another thing you can do is you can add text. I can add text to any of these images or like pages to maybe talk about what's on them. People, you can add prose, you could add poetry, you could add captions if this is a zine from like an event you photographed or something like that. I'm just gonna name this Windows. You can change your text here. I do like this purple color. So you can just play around with, the different fonts, what's going to match the mood of your zine, if you even need text. There's plenty of things to play around with. I think I'm going to use this blue. You can add some kind of like clever title, um, whatever you want to do to, make this zine read as a story and a sequence of photographs. So now I can go up to File, Save As. I'm gonna name this Windows Zine. I'm gonna go ahead and save it as a Photoshop document just so I can come back and edit it if I need to. And then I'm gonna go to File, Save As. Under Format, you can save it as a PDF. I recommend saving it as a PDF because when you take it to print, at a library, or if you're printing it from home, or if you need to, take it to like place like Kinko's or UPS or like Staples or something, PDF will be a file that all printers will know how to use. So I'm going to save this. I should have saved this in my Windows folder, so I will do that now. And then save, and you can press OK, and then save PDF. This is just so you can go back and edit it if you want to, and you will hit yes. So now I will take this and I will print it, and then I will fold it using the how to fold a zine video, and then you're able to turn it in. Please let me know if you're struggling with laying this out at all. I'm happy to help you and meet on Zoom. Yeah, good luck, and I'm really excited to see your zine.